3 reasons why your new patients fluctuate. Like any other business, your business requires new customers. Any business that's out there needs new customers to sell to. That's just the way business works. You need customers to arrive, you need customers to sell to, and you need customers to deliver product to. Today, I want to talk to you about the 3 reasons why chiropractic offices fluctuate on their new patients. Basically, fluctuate on getting new customers into their practice. Reason number 1 is because the business owner, the chiropractor, never actually sets a target for how many new customers or new patients that they want. I know it sounds so simple as that, but when you have no target, so the target for the week is whoever shows up, what happens then is many times it can be 0 because there's no target to drive for. There's no target to drive activity for. So the number 1 reason that I see when I talk to doctors, and I've talked to hundreds and up to thousands of doctors, is that many of them simply have no target for the number of new patients or new customers they want to bring into their practice. So that's the number 1 reason that I see why doctors have fluctuate with their new patients. When a practice doesn't have a target for new patients or new customers to come into the practice, what happens then is that sometimes new patients come in the office and things are great. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 new patients come in that week and things are great. And sometimes things are not so great and maybe 1 or 2 patients show up. So what happens is the doctor actually acts upon activities for new patients based upon who arrives and who doesn't arrive. So for instance, you could have a week where you have 2 new patients show up. The doctor then moves into action and starts doing activities to be able to bring in new patients for the following week. Or if they have a good week where they've had 5 or 6 show up, they don't move into action. So really, that number 1 reason why doctors have a hard time with fluctuating new patients, there's not consistent number of new patients, is because their activity level fluctuates because there's no target. If you have a target for 5 new patients a week, your activity level is there to get 5 new patients a week. If you don't actually have a target, then your activity level and your actions are based upon if you don't have something, you then move into action to get it. And then when you get it, you stop acting until you no longer have it. The second reason that I see is that doctors can have a tendency to abdicate their marketing out to marketing companies, Facebook companies, websites, Google AdWord companies, and they just literally just abdicate. They give to an outside company the responsibility to bring in new patients. So what happens is they hire a company, the company says they're going to bring new patients because that's what all marketing companies say, and I'm sure many of them do. But they say they're going to bring new patients, and they do. So for a week or 2, there's new patients coming in the door and the world is great. And then there's a week that it's not. And then you go, okay, then there's a week that it is. And then there's a week that's not. And you call up the company and they tell you this is how Facebook works or Google AdWords, we're working out the exact words. But you sit there like this because you've abdicated or you've given responsibility of your marketing program to an outside company and you're at the mercy of how that outside company runs their business. So imagine this, you run your business a certain way. Your employees show up at a certain point. They call patients, they schedule patients, they treat patients. You know how you run your company. But your marketing department, you give the responsibility to some company that you don't own, that you have no idea how their employees run. You have no idea what they do every day. And that's where the fluctuation comes in because it's completely out of your control. You're at effect of this outside company. That's the second reason why I see new patients fluctuate. The third reason why I see doctors have fluctuating new patients is they actually don't diversify their new patient activities. They get comfortable in a certain few ways of marketing to be able to get new patients. Maybe they do some Facebook ads, and then maybe they ask for a few referrals. And that's it. And so the Facebook ads run, you ask for some referrals, things are good, and then something happens with Facebook, and all of a sudden, now your numbers are down of new patients. And it's an outside company that you can't control. But then the Facebook numbers come back up, but then something happens to your staff, whatever happens, and all of a sudden asking for referrals gets totally forgotten about, and then the referrals are down. Do you see this constant up and down because not diversifying the activities of what you do in marketing will cause, again, this fluctuation of new patients or customers? So imagine this. Imagine if you're a shoe store and you sell shoes. And one week, there's a lot of people that come in and buy shoes. And the next week, nobody comes in to buy shoes. And then 2 weeks people buy shoes, and then 3 weeks they don't buy shoes. Do you see like this? So with a shoe store, you can see how the sales will go up and down and up and down. Even you, as a business owner, could look and say, that's going to be really hard to grow that shoe business if you sell a lot and then you sell none and you sell a lot, almost like you're not growing at all. It's not much different than your practice, which has the 3 reasons why your new patients may fluctuate. There's no target set with activities geared towards those targets. You're not diversifying in your activities. And then abdication or giving responsibility to an outside company. Those are the 3 reasons I see. But the one thing I know for sure, at AMI, we have a marketing program at AMI that's actually turnkey, super simple to implement. We call it our 90-day marketing program. And in that 90-day marketing program, we actually handle those 3 exact reasons why your new patients fluctuate. So what I want you to do is I want you to click the link above or below or wherever the button is. I want to see if AMI can help you to ensure that your new patients not only stay steady, but they continue to grow, because that means your business is staying steady and is on an upward trend growing. Click the link above, click it below, see if we can help you.